Hey, what's up guys? How's everybody doing today? So, I got a chance to sit down and watch Godzilla, the Planet Eater, and this is the third in a series of animated Godzilla movies that Netflix has been putting out. But what they should have called this movie was Godzilla the Shit Eater, because this movie felt like I was watching somebody run full speed down a hill and then just eat shit on the way down. And that's what this movie kinda is. It's a mouthful of shit. I would tell you guys the basic plot of the movie, but it's so convoluted you probably wouldn't understand what I was saying. Because there's last surviving humans, and they're commingling with some indigenous peoples, and they're trying to plot to take down Godzilla. And then on the side, there's this alien dude who looks like a human who's also trying to take down Godzilla, but in this weird kind of Ghidorah cult, or at least it's some kind of religion that revolves around King Ghidorah that, you know what, honestly, none of this shit really matters. What does matter is that this movie is essentially a gigantic shit stain on the entire Godzilla franchise just as a whole. Because to put it simply, this movie is just a big fucking mess. Half the time you're getting dialogue from a cadre of characters, most of which you care very little about, and the other half is just built tension that had a horrible foundation and you ultimately don't care about that either. The only person you really even mildly care about is Haruo, the main character. I will say the one positive about this movie is the animation. I still enjoy it. Granted, it's the same animation as the other two movies also, but you know what? It hasn't been bad, so I'm just calling it like I see it. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this movie is still a shitbox. And this isn't a spoiler because they teased it in the second movie, but King Ghidorah is in this movie. But they do it in such a way that is so sordid and just like a fraction of what we actually know typically to be Ghidorah, that they honestly might as well have just called it something completely different and it would have been a little bit more effective. Because I'm gonna be honest, they did my man Ghidorah dirty in this movie, and it was totally not cool. And also, the physics behind Ghidorah were not explained at all, and it just added to the complete convolution of everything else. And on top of that, the entire third act was just anticlimactic as fuck. And then to top it off, the very end of the movie made no sense whatsoever. I was thinking to myself, like, for real? Like, after all that, like, really? And then to even further top it off, there's a post-credit scene that really does nothing for the story. And this is all a huge bummer because I loved Godzilla growing up, and this movie just kind of sullied me on the whole idea of Godzilla, and that's a bummer. I hate that. I wish this movie was good. But unfortunately, this movie is what you get when you take 10 giant bags of shit and you just throw it at a TV screen. So basically, after everything I've said, I think for a score I'm gonna give it a 1.9 out of 10. It was really confusing, the characters are useless, and there really wasn't that much Godzilla in the movie, so it was just a giant letdown. But anyway guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you heard of it? Do you like Godzilla? Hop in the comments, let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe to all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.